sense around how are you thinking about this whole Western banking crisis and what it could do to force the central banking hands, and if that leads to any kind of implication for emerging asset equities, including India?
So first thing, I think India, every day you become more and more bullish, because these issues that are happening in US are related to the banking sector. I think we are well protected from that. Even if you look at various things about all the Indian banks having to meet Basel standards, this, that, norms, but also that if we have these mark-to-market issues, how much is the current loss as relative to equity, and that would be like supposedly 6-7%, whereas many of these banks have effectively lost 100% of their equity if the mark-to-market, even of bonds held to maturity, are counted, and other things related to that. So I would think that India in that sense is at least relatively a standout, although it doesn't show that these days in the market, but plus minus a few weeks, it will settle down. The second thing is that in terms of what the Federal Reserve may do, I would think that these problems with the regional banks or mid-tier banks in US overall has to be deflationary in some sense. Disinflationary, not deflationary. It is effectively like a dampening of economic activity, or effectively already some X basis points, maybe 50 basis points higher rates than would have been. So it would be logical to think that the US will pause, which is what Goldman and all are saying, that they will not hike this time. They can still use harsh language. They can still say that we are just pausing it for now to give you time in some sense. It would be a bit funny that on one end you are saving a bank, and on the other end you are raising rates in that 15-day, 10-day period. Now, it does not mean that that alone will make the market celebrate, because the market may say that means they know something we don't know. They are worried about the economy, blah, blah, blah. So, beyond a point, it's always difficult to say what stand the world or the markets will take on, even if there is a pause. And in the beginning, it'll have to be a temporary pause as conveyed by the Federal Reserve. In the end, it may be permanent also.